He's like 50 years old. I mean, it's amazing. His understanding of where the punches are coming. Look at that counter. His understanding of, is that the dude he boxed?
He's talking about the video.
Oh, let's hear him say it. What he said.
Oh.
Oh my God, I didn't even see that.
And he touched you with that.
Yeah, just touched him. He's going to have an exhibition with Tyson, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mike is so much bigger than him.
Yeah,
He's
but
so much bigger than him.
he's not gonna land a fist on Mayweather.
Right. It's
Not
gonna be
after
hard.
his last performance. I
Yeah.
think Tyson just needs
What do
to
you
get-
think was going on with the last one? It looked a little bit like sparring.
Floyd Mayweather pushes through an intense 6-round sparring session against a heavyweight opponent, refining his speed, defense, and precision before the anticipated Mike Tyson Showdown.
That's funny. That
If he
he's
wanted
got
to
a good-
take you down with that liver shot, he would have taken you down.
Yeah, easily. He's just tapping him up. But it's that guy's got a great sense of humor about it. It's very funny how he's laughing about it.
Floyd Mayweather showcases precision and focus in sparring, unleashing fluid combinations, lightning-fast reflexes, and control power that keep his training partners constantly alert and prepped.
You know, I mean, you got to think this guy is 50 years old. I mean, how old is Floyd now? He's got to be close to 50.
Gotta be late 40s, 48.
Yeah, late 40s. But I mean, past his prime, and still just making millions of dollars fighting
Doing
people that have
exhibition
no
fights.
business. He's really brilliant. What he's doing is brilliant because he gets these guys to fight him. They have no business fighting him. He's making millions of dollars. He puts on a show. You see the one he did, I guess it was in Dubai, where he took the ring card and he was walking around in between rounds holding the ring card.
Oh my God, I
Took
didn't
it
see
from
that
the ring
one.
card girl. He was just having.
Afterward, Floyd Mayweather sparred another fighter as well. Even at 49, Floyd Mayweather's speed, timing, and ring awareness remain razor sharp, sending a warning to Mike Tyson that he still performs at level. Even at 49, Floyd Mayweather's speed, timing, and ring intelligence remain incredibly sharp, warning Mike Tyson that he is still operating near elite peak performance.
Punch it. Here we go. Drop. Walking. Pitch it. Six. Punch it. Pitch it. Watch it. I stand back like I have my head.
Joe Rogan notes Floyd's smaller frame against Mike Tyson, while Trent insists Tyson's bout with Jake Paul showed he cannot land effectively on Floyd Mayweather in sparring.
The last one. It looked a little bit like sparring.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was scripted.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Tyson biting his gloves. And, like, you could just, it was taking all that he could not to, like, hit him. And it was just like, it's heartbreaking to see a icon go out like that.
Yeah.
You know, and
but it's crazy also to see him fight at 57 years old. Like, that's
yeah,
nuts.
still, like, he shouldn't have been in there
No.
at all. You know, I think it's
the money.
it's other ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's other ways for
But what did he get?
people.
He got at least 20, right?
Yeah, but still, I think
I
you
think
know,
he
with
needed
all their,
that money.
yeah, but with all his connections and things like that, I think people could have put him in the right position to make some money.
If he's got people with him that are looking out for his best interest, but you know how it is. When there's a guy like that that's a big name, usually everybody around him pretends they're looking out for their best interest, but there's always lawsuits later on. You find out someone was stealing money or not paying him what he deserved. There's always a bunch of bullshit involved.
Yeah.
Wade Plemons delivers a detailed breakdown of the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson bout, emphasizing how revealing the contest was about Tyson's current condition. Despite Paul fighting cautiously, Tyson displayed noticeable fatigue, slower reactions, reduced mobility, and diminished punching effectiveness throughout the matchup.
Still strong as an ox, but how much can you really expect him to do anything versus Floyd? Couldn't really land on, I mean, he landed like 1 or 2 punches on Jake, but couldn't really do much with him. What's he going to try to do with Floyd Mayweather? Floyd's going to make him look silly in this exhibition, and it's going to look worse than what we saw with Jake because of, you know, how small Floyd is. But Terrence Crawford said something interesting there as well. He said, you know, I've never seen Mike Tyson bite his gloves like that. And I think Terrence Crawford is a pretty big historian of the sport. And I'm not saying he should know everything about it. I certainly don't. But Mike Tyson has indeed bit his gloves. And this is what Terrence is talking about. This was the narrative around the fight was that Mike Tyson was biting his gloves so that he wouldn't punch Jake in the face because that...
Wade Plemons explains that these weaknesses act as a serious warning for anyone facing Mike Tyson at this stage of his career. Turning attention to the anticipated clash with Floyd Mayweather, Plemons stresses that Tyson will encounter a vastly different challenge. Unlike Jake Paul, Mayweather depends on elite precision, speed, timing, defensive intelligence, and technical mastery rather than raw power. His calculated combinations, relentless accuracy, and ability to capitalize instantly on opponents' mistakes create constant tactical pressure. Plemons argues that the stylistic contrast places Tyson at a disadvantage, exposing physical limitations while granting Mayweather a clear strategic edge. He concludes the matchup carries significant risk and may be unnecessary, suggesting the imbalance in preparation, conditioning, and fighting style makes the contest questionable and potentially unfavorable for Tyson.
The great Teddy Atlas has spoken about this with Tyson and his career.
Questions out there, my son told me about the thumb biting. Okay, thumb biting, right? And we're not talking about the thumb biting with your nephews or with your children or, you know, with that stuff. We're talking about Mike Tyson biting his thumb during the car. First of all, that's something that he did in his amateur day, he did in his pro days, and now, of course, he did it again. That's something that he has done, and he's, you know, for people that follow Mike Tyson, his career, they've seen it before. People are saying, oh, and Tyson's smart, he's witty, you know, he knows what to say, he knows the image, he knows the importance of having that image, you know, how important, and that's why he got all the money. It wasn't about what he had left at 58, it was what maybe he might have, and the image, the scary...
Jeff Mayweather explains why Floyd Mayweather continues to command massive attention and why his fight sparked constant debate. He believes Floyd's lasting appeal partly comes from being perceived as boxing's villain, with many fans feeling some high-profile victories left lingering controversy. According to Jeff, Mayweather intentionally embraced that role, provoking audiences, making bold statements and sustaining tension throughout his career. This calculated persona kept viewers emotionally invested, motivating fans to watch in hopes of seeing him challenged or defeated. Jeff adds that the rivalry with Manny Pacquiao perfectly illustrates this dynamic, as years of anticipation, contrasting personalities, and unresolved debates turned their encounter into one of boxing's most discussed and commercially successful events.
Thank you very much.
You got a bag for that.
Well,
too.
you got a big bag for that.
I had a little, incentive.
But, I mean, Floyd has even told me before the Pacquiao fight. He said, "Look, TBE, the best ever. Someone, if you want to talk about inside the ring, someone else could have that." Now, Floyd, I'm sure thinks it's him, and he has a hell of a case. Floyd is he has an argument for best fighter ever. Right. I just don't have him number one. But what he said was, I'm talking about the whole game. He's right. Floyd played the boxing game better than anyone ever played the boxing.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned until next.